waiting for a few more people to get the notice. Well, hello. Hello, everyone. Sorry, excuse the way I look right now. I'm just getting off work. Hi. 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 I do need some. I'm fine, thank you. What y'all up to on this fine Wednesday? Today's Andrea's birthday, guys. I hope if you guys follow her on Instagram from my page, it's her birthday. So can y'all please wish her a happy birthday? Please and thank you. So I actually wanted to come on because I want to address something. And you know, I ain't clapping back no more. So I'm just going to address it in the most respectful, loving way possible. I'm working on myself. Because y'all know I will be on here cursing somebody out, okay? But I'm not going to do that this time. Because I'm working on myself. Take that negative energy and throw it away. But thank you. I actually need to get my hair trimmed. But so yeah, I just wanted to address something. So I guess on my last live stream, oh, a pimple coming in. Oh, y'all see it? I feel it. Anyway, so in my last live stream, I guess people had starting to feel a little entitled to their opinions. Okay, which you are, all right. But y'all, if you've been following me for a while, you know I don't take no bullshit, right? I don't care how much I be working on myself. I don't take bullshit. But now I control how I talk back to y'all. I mean, how I talk back to these trolls. I ain't gonna say y'all because it ain't y'all. It's certain people who feel as though they need to keep trying to bash me. And so I'm gonna clap back, but I'm gonna clap back in the classiest way possible. Okay, so I guess people feel entitled to their opinions, and to keep, just because they feel that they're entitled to their opinions, that they think that they can keep talking to me any type of way. And then when I react, because I think that that's what they're trying to do, I believe they're trying to get a reaction out of me, but you're not going to get that type of reaction from me anymore. I'm not about to curse you out. I'm not about to talk about your grandmother's third nipple. Okay, or I'm changing. So, but I am going to respond to you, and I'm going to respond in the most loving way. Like, you know, I'm going to correct you where I feel like you're wrong. And I guess people, out of all the shit that I said, of all the things that I've preached in my last live stream, you know, and I said I made some valid points in a lot of things that I said, talking about foundations and things like that. Honey, the only thing that y'all stuck on is about my ex. and my daughter's relationship. Ooh, this show is big. Ooh, I can see it. It got a head. It got a head of its own, y'all. It got a head of its own. I need to stop playing with it because then it's gonna start. Man. I need to say what all over again. But yeah, so I guess they feel like they can say whatever they want and keep talking to me, and then gonna tell me to go heal. What? Like, I wanted to call her the B word, but I ain't gonna call her the B word. But like, I've been healing. I'm healing. I didn't say I'm healed. I'm healing. Okay, from a lot of shit. I'm healing from childhood trauma, past trauma. I'm healing from breakups. I'm healing from, motherhood. I'm healing from a lot of shit. Okay, so I'm not healed. I'm healing. There's a difference. And so I guess they feel that they can say whatever they want about on behalf of, or in a topic regarding my child and her relationship with my ex. A relationship that I don't mingle in, unless my child is put in harm's way. But otherwise, I don't mingle in their bond or their relationship, out of respect or whatever. Am I still cool? Am I cordial? Yes. Now, I ain't gonna sit there and say I talk to this person all day, every day, and we just have this, this tight ass co-parenting relationship that I can just talk to this person every day. Because if that was the case, if that was just so peachy and glimmer and gold and all that stuff, glitter and gold, we wouldn't have broken up in the first place. Okay, we're cordial and we cool to an extent that my daughter is still, has a bond and a relationship with that person. Now, they also said something along the lines of, if I moved on past somebody, that my child needs to move past that person as well. And that's where I find that a little incorrect, because my child, okay, let me just make something real simple for you. Is 15 years old. She's about to be 16. She is at an age where she does not need to be raised by, she's not in like I don't need someone to help me raise her anymore, because I already have that. I already have her father and her stepfather, or Kenny or whatever. So I don't need another person to help raise my daughter, because my daughter is already becoming a grown woman. So there's no more raising I need to do. Like, she's not a toddler, like where if I leave a relationship, then yeah, maybe, because she's too young to know that relationship or to remember that relationship. But she's at an age where she knows and can speak for herself. She has a voice and she can make certain decisions. Certain. I didn't say she makes all the decisions. I said certain decisions on her own. I'm not saying that they're all the right decisions. I'm not saying they're bad decisions, but she's at an age where she can make her own decisions, and learn from them. So having a bond with somebody is a decision I decided to let her have on her, or make on her own, because I'm not about to force my daughter to be in anybody's life, and I'm not about to force nobody to be in my daughter's life, period. Okay, let's get that out of the way quick in a hurry. Like, I'm not forcing nobody to be in my daughter's life. But if somebody has raised her for 10 years and she has a bond with them, who the fuck am I gonna to just sit there and say, oh, Layla, now that I'm not with this person and I know that this person raised you for the last 10 years, you can't have a bond with them? What? You know how immature that sounds? That right, they calling me bitter, right? But that right there sounds bitter as fuck. I'm not bitter. Why would I do that to my child? She's old enough to make her own decisions. If she doesn't want to be around somebody, she will not be. She has her own voice. And if I feel like that person, or any person for that matter, if I feel like somebody's putting my child in harm's way, you got it. You damn right I'm not gonna have that person around my child. But if I feel like that person is contributing positive aspects to my child and her, growing up and all that stuff, then why the fuck wouldn't I have that person around? Just because I moved on from a relationship does not mean I have to force my child to move on from a relationship, especially a relationship that was 10 years worth of history. And I'm not gonna do that. And I honestly don't care what anybody thinks, because at the end of the day, that's how I'm gonna carry it. Like, you can say what you want to say about me, but baby, you're not gonna sit here and call me bitter, or I need to move on from that relationship because I'm still hanging on. Whatever the case may be, because if that was the case at all, I would still be in that relationship. Obviously, it didn't work out for our. That's something we decided to move on from each other, but we chose not to bring Layla into adult situations. So I'm gonna let him have his time, spend my time with her, and that's that. I don't understand what's wrong with having positive people in your life. That rather than do that, y'all rather have me. Let me turn this damn Wi-Fi on. Y'all rather have me pay for therapy and such. I don't understand. People have mentors all the time. People whether they find it in a school or at a workplace or whatever. There are plenty of people who find solace and in other people. How do you know that Kenny's not that for her? Which she is. How do you know that Kenny's not that for her? Which she is, may I add. But I just don't get it. People just have so much to say, but they're not even in my life. They don't even know. You only know what I tell you, and you base your opinions off of what I tell you, because you don't even see it. I don't even film the shit. Y'all just going off. You just my words all the fucked up and just decide that I'm just gonna make my own assumptions and whatever. After I don't told y'all that I don't have a relationship with this person. This person has a relationship with my daughter. So the fuck what? I don't get it. You know where you going, sir? You can't hear me? So I'm just talking my head off. That's what I said. Y'all can't hear me? Can y'all hear me? Thumbs up if you can hear me. I'm over here by the airport. Y'all see this? I'm by the airport. Y'all see the airport? I'm by the airport. That's why my service sucks. Take us home. Okay, you can hear me. Okay. All right, y'all can hear me now. Yeah, there's a lot of trees and I'm by the airport. So that's why. But yeah, that's all I wanted to clarify, because I think some people are misunderstanding my situation. But yeah, that's I'm not gonna insert my daughter in adult issues. That's between me and that person. And if I feel like that person is a negative aspect to my daughter, and and her well-being in her life, then yes, they will not be around my child. But if I feel like they are positive, a positive aspect, if I feel like she can learn and grow from this person being in her life, and that they both want to be in each other's lives, like, why the fuck not? Why not? That's like taking someone's comfort toy away from them. Like, that's taking someone's safety blanket or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when a child is like has a safety blanket or a safety toy, like a teddy bear or something. That's like taking that away because you feel like, oh, they don't need this anymore. I'm moving on past this damn toddler stage where they need a safety blanket or whatever, so I'm gonna take that away. It's the same thing. Taking away somebody's safety blanket. And she confide in him more than she confide in her biological parents. So, you know, again, that's her solace. That's her confidant. That's her, you know, safety blanket. And if she feels comfortable with sharing certain things with him, why the fuck not if it's a positive thing? Like, I don't understand. You find mentorship everywhere else, but it's not okay to find mentorship in her stepdad that she's been around for 10 fucking years. Like, make that shit make sense. Talk to a stranger. Talk to a complete stranger. Granted, you know what I'm saying? But like, you want, like, why when she like if she has all these people, her village around, why the fuck not have her village help any way they can? Why take that village or part of that village away from her? I don't get it. I would never understand. So they're saying, so this person is saying that, oh, if I move on from a person, my daughter needs to move on from that person too. No. He got really close with the family, and my mom and him end up getting divorced, but my family still keeps in touch with them. Now, they got divorced on, you know, because they felt like the marriage was over. They weren't beefing. They weren't hateful towards each other. They just mutually came to an agreement that the marriage was unrepairable at the time. So, but it had nothing to do with my family. So, of course, you know, my uncles, which is my mom's brothers and stuff, like, we all still talk to him and, you know, talk to him and invite him to things and stuff like that, because that's what grown people do. Something that happens between two grown people does not affect everybody else. Now, had he had a very disgusting divorce with my mom, and it was just nasty divorce, then yes, my family would probably not talk to him. But if it was a mutual agreement and everyone's still cordial, why the fuck not? People are so addicted to drama that, oh, because I break up with somebody, I just gotta cut them completely off and cut them completely off from everything else. What? That's not fucking growth. I don't understand. Yeah, exactly. If it works for me and my family, I ain't gonna fix what's not broken. If it ain't broken, why fix it? And if it works, why fix it? Why cause even more drama when it's just simple? You create all this, like, spewing all this negativity, and some doing it, but like, move on quietly with your life. And moving on does not mean like you have to you know, be like, that's the thing. Beef, like, you don't have to cut anybody off and be beefing with them, because people grow all the time. Like, I have friends, I have ex-boyfriends that I no longer talk to, but I'm not beefing with them, because sometimes people level, we're not on the same page anymore, and it's okay. But I'm not gonna go beefing with them. And I think I grew away from that person because of the drama, you know. So why would I create even more drama by beefing with them? Make it make sense. Yeah, I ain't gonna speak too much on it. I'm gonna, again, and I'm gonna say this for the last time. My daughter is 15 years old. She do not need no more raising. She does not need another father figure. And I'm sorry to say this, but I'm not gonna. I'm a grown ass woman now. Well, I'm a grown ass woman, okay? My daughter is a growing woman, all right? So she understands that if I want to date whoever, I can date whoever the fuck I want to date, okay? I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. I'm a grown ass woman. Now, if I choose to date somebody, I don't expect that person to try to be another father figure in my daughter's life, because my daughter's at an age where she does not need to be raising anymore. She does not need one. She doesn't even need any more father figures. She has two positive ones. So the fuck, she does not need a third. And I'm not the type of female who keep bringing all these men around my daughter. And I'm speaking in terms as if she's like if she is a smaller child. If she was younger, then yeah, I will probably kind of judge myself. Actually, keep bringing all these men around my daughter, but no, I'm dating around. I'm single now. I can date whoever the fuck I want to date. But if I do decide to take someone serious, that's my business. But I'm not going to expect the next relationship or whoever the next person may be to be a father figure to my daughter. My daughter is at an age where she don't need another father figure. It's not like she's little. And even if she was, I wouldn't have all these men around my daughter. That's crazy. That's weird. That's weird as fuck. So I can't speak for nobody else but mine, but I know people who have, get in new relationships and think that they're supposed to just, the new relationship is supposed to just, like, accept your child and raise your child and then force your children or your child or your children onto this new relationship. So now they have no choice but to, y'all don't seen it. Y'all don't seen it. TVs, movies, real life. Y'all don't seen it all. It's common. You see how sometimes females get in new relationships and they try to push the new man onto their kids, or you hear those stories where stepdad ends up killing the mom's kids, or it's too much. This world is fucking evil. I ain't gonna keep bringing nobody in my child's life. The hell, it's too many damn stories. People, grown men touching little girls, grown women touching little boys, and no. I don't need another father figure for my daughter. That's it. It's too much shit going around. It's too much crazy people out here. Like, if I'm going to date, I'm doing that on my own. I'm not going to make somebody be a part of my daughter's life. No, I'm done with that. I'm sorry. My daughter's been raised. And I got it from here. Like, the fuck? That's weird. Too many stories. I don't read too many stories. I go on every time I click on a damn app, all I see is mom's boyfriend killed 3-year-old toddler, or some weird crazy shit, or mom's boyfriend touching a 16-year-old daughter while she's at work. There's too many crazy people. I'm not about to know. No, my daughter don't need nobody else in her life. She's good where she at. She got her protectors, and that's it. Judge me all y'all want. Y'all can do that shit. I ain't about to be another headline. No. Nope. Too much. It's too much. This world is evil. This world is fucking evil. Yeah, Julie, that's the thing about people. And that's when you know they're not a real follower of mine, because everybody know and everybody see what type of, like, the trauma that I've been through. And even if you don't see it, I've talked about it on numerous occasions. And I talk about me going to therapy. I talk about, you know, me trying to heal and me healing, and the things that I've taken up now, like going to the gym, journaling, just manifesting, and all this other, like all the progress that I've done made, right? They don't talk about that stuff. Then when I say something that makes sense, or I'm trying to prove my point, because you don't already try to prove your point on my post, so now I'm trying to prove my point, and you keep shooting my point down on my page. And so next best thing you can say is, go heal yourself. Bitch, I've been healing. Now fuck. I'm not Wolverine. I can't heal in 2.5 seconds. But I'm healing. And that's all that fucking matters. Stop trying to bring people down. That's another thing. I can't stand people like that. I can't stand people who, and I think I said this to one of my friends the other day. I distance myself from a lot of people, because, you know, when you're making progress, right? When you're making progress, hate when people do. Can y'all hear me? Because my mom just called me. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all thumbs up and let me know that y'all can hear me? Okay. So, you know what I do not like, and I kind of distance myself away from people like this, is when you are trying to become a better person. You know your progress. Fuck what everyone else thinks. You know you made progress, right? What you've been working on. You know what you wanted to achieve, and you just been hustling. You've been doing it. Doing it. Whatever you got to do, you're doing that, motherfucker, right? You're doing it, and you know in your heart, and you know, and you just like, you feel good about yourself. But then it's always that one person that be like, oh, try to bring the old you out, and be like, oh, but you used to do this and you used to do that. Like, why are you bringing up the old me when I'm trying to get away from the old me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't, like, oh, I know, Connie, I know you ain't over here preaching when you have anger issues. But that's the fucking point. I changed. Oh, Connie, I know you ain't talking because you used to do X, Y, and Z. Used to. That's what you know what I'm saying? Stop trying to bring the old me out. Now, I ain't saying I'm Gandhi or anything like that, but hell, I'm proud of what I have achieved thus far. Shit. Like I said, I would have been clapped back on somebody by now. Y'all pissing me off. I would have been clapped back on somebody by now. Calling them all sorts of ugly hoes, and your grandmother got 3 nipples, and your son got a fucking bald spot behind his 3 cowlicks. So, you know what I'm saying? Some crazy shit. I would have been cursed their ass out from the rooter to the tutor. But now, you gonna get like a little clap back, but you gonna get like a clap back from the church. Like, you gonna get like a holy clap back. And I ain't gonna be holy, but it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be a decent clap back. I ain't gonna talk about your grandmother's 3rd leg. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay, so let's talk about some positive things. So someone just said, how many of us started journaling because of Connie? Blessings to all. Oh my gosh, if you guys did, I love you guys so much. And I hope that you guys are not doing because I told you to do it. I hope that you guys are really, truly starting to journal and manifesting the life that you desire, because that's what you want for yourself. Okay? Not because I said it, or, because, when I started journaling, when I started manifesting, when I started praying and doing all this, trying to like be a better person and living a better life, and I ain't on the healthy side yet, you know what I'm saying? I still eat crazy, but we're not there yet, one step at a time. But ever since I started journaling and started manifesting and started praying, and I made this comment on numerous occasions already that um, like, I started making more money. I started, seeing rainbows. Like, I started seeing things in a different perspective and all that. Like, life is just, it's not always glitter and gold, but I got to see I get to see the pretty side of the dark side. You know what I'm saying? So but none of the good stuff that came in, or none of my blessings that came to me from what I manifested, from what I prayed for, came to me easy. It all came to, like, you got to put in the work. Even when you're writing it down, you got to put in the work, because even writing it down does not is an excuse to be lazy. Okay, you got to put in the fucking work. Say I want a body, and you're trying to manifest a nice body. What does that make? Oh, I'm manifesting a nice body, curves and big titties and big and nice juicy glutes and all that. You can't manifest that without putting in the work. It don't work that way. Manifesting and praying and all that stuff, that doesn't work that way. You have to put in actual work behind it. Because once you're putting in the effort, your effort will be acknowledged by the universe. And when the universe acknowledges your effort, and then the universe will start blessing you. But you can't expect the universe or maybe your religious figure, maybe who I'm not here to be religious. I'm not political. I'm not religious. Nothing of that nature. And I'm not going to preach that to anybody. But whoever or whatever it is that you pray to, you got to put in the work. Because once you put in the work, and the universe and your God or your Allah or your Buddha or whatever you pray to sees your effort, then you will be blessed. You ain't gonna get blessed because you wrote it down on a piece of paper. Writing it down is the first step, because you're recognizing what you want. Writing it down is making it permanent on what you want, instead of just speaking it. Oh, I want to win the lottery, or I want to be financially free. Okay, write it down. I want to be financially free. But also, how are you going to do that? How are you going to set a foundation for yourself? Again, foundation. How are you going to set a foundation for yourself to put yourself in a position to have financial freedom? You're going to fix your resume, or you're going to go back to school, or you're going to take classes, or, you want to explore other options of entrepreneurship, whatever. But you got to put in the footwork, because nothing comes back to you without your effort. You always hear the saying, what goes around comes around. That means efforts too. If you put your efforts will come back around. Now, it does not always mean in a negative way. Like, people think, oh, what goes around comes around. It's not always a negative thing. What goes around comes around. So if I'm putting out all this positivity into the world, if I'm putting out all this efforts, you don't think the effort's going to come back around? Hello? Like, that people take a phrase and they turn it into a negative, when in reality you can take anything and turn it into a positive. Literally. But you got to put in the effort. You got to put in the work. Yep, and I said this before, the tongue is a powerful thing. And that's why I said to people who started journaling, and they kept asking me questions about, how to start journaling to, or whatever, because they wanted to start. And I said, if you're going to start journaling, never write anything bad about yourself, never write anything negative. And if you do, burn it. If you write something that you don't desire or you don't like about yourself, burn it. Or if you feel like burn, like whatever is like your reality or something, like you want to change about yourself, like, I want to change my laziness or my lazy ways or whatever. Write it down and then burn it. Because whatever you keep in your journal is you want to keep all the things that are positive about yourself, or the positive things that you want to come to fruition. Because the mouth is very powerful, and the pen and paper is even more powerful because you're making it permanent. So whatever you write down, make sure that you're not saying it in a negative way. You can state your reality, and then you can state your desired reality, but don't say, oh, I'm lazy, or I'm not ambitious, or no. You want to write down, I am not lazy. I am very ambitious. I am unique. I am strong. It's okay to have weak points. Everybody has weak points, but don't speak it into the existence, because once you speak it, once you write it down, you're putting out in the universe that you want it to happen. You don't want it to happen. You want to change it. So always speak positive to yourself. Always, 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 always. Whether you speak it or write it down, always say something positive. What do you like about yourself? I love my big heart. There's a lot of things I don't like about myself, but I'm not going to speak on it because I don't want to keep harboring it. When I keep harboring it, it comes true. And I'm a witness to that. Like, everything bad that happens in my life is because I keep harboring on it. My grudges, my anger, like I was feeding it. I was feeding it because I kept thinking about it. Like, I have anger issues. People keep telling me, Connie, you got anger issues. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, because people say that I got anger issues. Now I'm thinking I got anger issues. I allow people in society to think that I got anger issues because I always get mad and I always do this and I always do that. When in reality, I'm trying to I really want to change this shit. So now I'm not angry anymore. And as much as I fucking want to curse people out, I have to hold my tongue. You have to learn to like, if you keep saying that you want to change something about yourself, you have to learn to want it. And then you have to learn to actually sit there and say, I want to get skinny, and then still eating and not going to the gym and stuff. I mean, that's a work in progress, though, because food be good as shit. And I don't blame y'all. But I'm just using that as an example. The power of the tongue. Use the tongue for something more positive. About yourself, about what you want. That's it. Now, do y'all want me to send you an invoice for today's preach? For today's lesson? It's like, no. I gotta go to the gym today, y'all. Alright, what other questions y'all got for me? What other questions y'all got? So I said, hallelujah, holla back. Oh, what's next for me? What's next for me? I do want to be home ownership is what's next for me, and I'm gonna speak that into existence. Home ownership, owning my own home. Money saving tricks. That's still a work in progress for me, but I put things in a savings. I try to do the envelope method, and it worked for a while, but I don't be having cash all the time. So every day, instead of putting money, like, when they have like an envelope from 1 to 100, and every day you pick an envelope and that's how much you put in that envelope. So every day I just put um a certain amount, whatever I have. Okay, so this is what I do. Every time I use my card, right, and on my banking mobile app, I have this thing where I can transfer from my savings to my checkings, right? So whatever the odd cents are, I transfer that to my savings. I mean, not odd, but whatever this like let's say if I have, like, for instance, if I have $365.65, I'm gonna transfer 65 cents into my savings. It's not much. Or I like to have with me, like, personally, I like to have like whole, like, dollars by like tens, right? So if it's like 365, I'll keep 360 or 350, and then the remaining balance I'll transfer to my savings. And it actually adds up. It actually adds up. Like, the other day I had like 500, and I was like it was like 546 or something like that, and I kept like 580. I'm sorry, 520, and then like 20 some dollars. Don't ask me to do no math, but whatever the remaining balance is, I transferred it to my savings. It's just like, it's not a lot, but it does add up, because by the end of um because I remember I was saving some. I was like, what? I checked my savings account, and I was like, what? And I also invested, like, um I did, um so I don't know if you guys have, I know people have 401k, but I had this thing called a 403b, where I would invest some money, and my company would pay me, will match it or whatever, or and put it in an investment. Now, I don't know how investments and stuff works, but I know when I filled out my 403, but that's because I work in a nonprofit, so um the foundation matches my 403b. So I don't know, but I really don't have like a really solid way of like savings, other than stop spending money. Just stop spending. Stop spending, for real, for real. And that's the main reason why I started saving, was because that ain't the main reason. I just didn't have nowhere to go, so I didn't really have no. And then what I stopped doing is I stopped going on websites. So I made myself busy with doing other things, because once I go on a website, then that website take me to another website, and that website take me to another website, and I'm in this fucking rabbit hole of different websites, and ordering shit from Temu and AliExpress and fucking Target and Walmart and Bed Bath and Beyond and Pottery Barn, and from there I got to Big Lots, and the next thing you know, I got all this. Then I live on fucking Amazon, so it's like, once I start closing those apps out and then not going to those websites, I learned to not shop. But it's hard. Not shopping is hard, especially if coming from someone who uses shopping therapy or retail therapy to get over like certain things. Like when I used to get mad at at Kenny, or when I used to get mad at Layla or something, I would go to Walmart or go to Target to calm down. But then in reality, I'm going there to fucking breathe their air and spend fucking $150 on shit that I don't fucking need. But oh, so, and I just wanted to let you guys know that my family and I decided last Christmas that this year we're not gonna do a Christmas, but although we're probably gonna do like something slight, but we're not gonna do like a big Christmas thing. We're probably gonna do like set amount for like $50 a gift or something like that. And then because we're not gonna exchange gift this year, but we still might do like festivities and stuff. But we are going to Cambodia. I just paid for my ticket yesterday, and the motherfucker was expensive. But we're going to Cambodia as a family, so we're doing a family vacation to Cambodia. And this is not my friends group, this is my family, and we have never been on a family trip before, and this is the very first time we're doing a family, well, I ain't gonna say we never been on a family trip, we have, but this is the first time we're doing an international family trip, and we're going to Cambodia, and we're gonna, yeah. And so I paid for our tickets, me and Layla's, and everyone paid for their own tickets or whatever. The motherfucker was $16.88 and 75 cents. So you can imagine it was almost $3,300 for me and Layla. But we're going to Cambodia. So I'm so excited. Never been. And that's my heritage, that's my background. My family's from Cambodia, my grandmother's from China, it was Chinese. So China is next on the bucket list, but this is something that we have never done. We've never went to Cambodia as a family. And since my family had came here back in 75 to escape the war, um and of course, me and my cousins were born here, so we've never been to Cambodia. So this is this is this is going to be an experience. It's going to be eye-opening. It's going to be heartwarming. It's going to pull on some heartstrings because I wish my grandparents were here. That's who we wanted to always, who always wanted us to go back and visit our roots. But of course, as you guys know, that they're no longer with us. They're in heaven now. So this is going to be a little bit, it's going to pull on some heartstrings. I do plan on vlogging. So yeah, I can't freaking wait. It's gonna be so exciting. But anyways, I'm home. I'm about to get ready to go to the gym. I am dreading it, but I gotta go. I got to go. I gotta get in that mindset. Gotta train myself to make myself go to and do these things. So anyways, I will holla at y'all later. I love y'all. Mwah. Thank you for listening. Thank you for giving me y'all opinions and talking to me and listening to me as always. And I appreciate you guys. Love you guys so much. Mwah. Peace.